Dear student, today we are going to discuss about the synonyms and antonyms. The what are synonyms? Synonyms are words that have the same or nearly the same meaning. Words such as finish and complete, calm, tranquil, and peaceful are called synonyms. First of all, you must know what is synonyms. Synonyms are words that have the similar meaning or nearly the same meaning. They are called synonyms. They are often used in place of one another. We can use them in place of another. It is useful to know the synonyms of words because you can use them to bring variety to your speech and writing. This is the most important thing, that the use of synonyms, you can bring the variety in your speech and in your writing. If we use the same words at various times, the other listener get bored, other reader get bored. That's why if we use the various type of words of the same meaning, that your writing, your speech become interesting to listen or to read to the other. So this is the most important use of synonyms. That's why we must be so competent about the use of synonyms. The word often have more than one meaning. When we talk of synonyms, note that we only mean that two or more words match in one of their senses. As far as a word have different meaning in different context, just as when we use the word just, or when we use the word fair means, sometimes fair means just, sometimes fair means white or little white, or these are the various type of the meaning that we gain with related to context, in which context that particular word is used. That context determine the meaning of that particular sense of that particular words. That's why it doesn't mean that the synonyms of that particular word, there are various synonyms. If we go through the dictionaries and thesaurus, we can find the various synonyms of that particular words, but we cannot use all the synonyms in place of that particular words, because while using the synonyms we have to keep in mind the context of that particular situation. We must keep in mind, we must get the proper idea about the context, whether we should use that synonyms or not. It is totally depend on the context, in which context that particular word is used. That's why in the, as far as the sense are concerned, one word has various senses, and we must be so capable of using that words in that particular sense, keeping in mind the context on in which context we are using that particular words. Okay, that's why I am giving the more trace on the sense and context. Text and context, these are two different concept we have to discuss here briefly. Text means whatever we write, whatever we describe, this is the particular text. But from which context, from which circumstances that particular text we get, that is circumstances. The in which context means, in nutshell, we should keep in mind that context is the circumstances, phenomenon, from which in which phenomenon, in which circumstances we get that particular text. So while describing that particular context, we have to use text, and while using text we must keep in mind the sense, in which sense we have to word that particular words. Okay, so synonyms is the word that have similar that have various type of other words in similar sense, but we cannot use all that words because while using the synonyms we must keep in mind the context of that particular text. Words often have the more than one meaning. When we talk of synonyms, note that we only mean that two or more words match in one of their senses, that I have discussed earlier. Thus the word fair is the synonyms of just in one of its meaning but not in its other sense. For example, the umpire's decision was fair. Here fair means just. Here fair means just. We can say appropriate. We can say appropriate. Just, fair, logical. This type of words, synonyms we can use there. Here the meaning of fair is just. Synonyms in the sense of morally right, appropriate, morally right. But the Joe is the short, fair boy in the brown shirt. This is description of that particular boy. Here, in the sense of light colored skin. Here, the meaning of fair is light colored skin. Not here, the meaning of fair is just or morally appropriate. Do you understand? Here, the context is different. That's why the meaning of that particular words is different. There was another context. There we were talking about the decision. The decision was just, decision was fair. Fair means the morally appropriate. That was, there was the another context of decision. Here, the context is decision. We are describing the boys and the color of the skin of that particular boy. The here fair is not the just, not the morally appropriate. Here, the meaning of fair is light colored skin. Fair is not the synonyms of the just. Here we cannot write Joe is the short, fair. Instead of fair, we cannot write here just. If we write this, Joe is the short, just boy in the brown shirt, that just mean total difference. We get the, we will not be able to get the proper idea about that particular boy. That's why I have discussed earlier, while using your synonyms, you must keep in mind the context of that particular text. While discussing the previous sentence, we have understood that that was the context of taking decision, and here is context of describing the color of skin of that particular boy. As far as decision is concerned, decision can be just, fair, morally right, appropriate, we can say. But as far as the color of that particular person is concerned, we cannot say that boy is just. We can say that boy is fair. Here fair doesn't mean as a just. That's why the senses are more important while describing, while studying the synonyms of that particular words. Synonyms allow us to refer to object, action, feeling in more than one way, which makes what we say or write more interesting to other. For example, note how synonyms are used below to avoid repetition. I am not afraid of the new chief. You see, I am not afraid of new chief. Are you frightened of him? The chief is strict but understanding, so you needn't be scared to talk to him. Here, in this way, we can make our speech or make our writing interesting using different synonyms at that particular words. Here we see the synonyms of afraid in the same way. The context is the same. They are describing their chief. Here, in first sentence, I am not afraid. The afraid, the meaning of that afraid is frightened. The meaning of that afraid is be scared. These are the various synonyms that makes our speech or our writing very interesting. That's why the use of synonyms, the study of synonyms is very important while studying particular language, English. I am not afraid of the new chief. Here the afraid of means frightened, be scared. Are you frightened of him? The chief is strict but understanding. You needn't be scared to talk to him. These are the synonyms of the afraid, fearful, frightened, scared. These are the synonyms that makes our speech or our writing very interesting. That's why we must know the various synonyms of that particular words. Look at the sentence below. They will give you the synonyms that can most of the time be freely used in place of another. Here we can find, we got printed cloth, fabric, material for the curtains. Here we can use we got the printed cloth. This can be replaced by we got printed fabric. This can be replaced by we got printed material for the curtains. So these are the synonyms because the context is same, and in that sense we can use instead of cloth we can use fabric, instead of fabric we can use material. These are the same. The meaning is total same. The Mr. Sonalkar is an able, a capable, a competent manager. In this context also, the meaning of able, being able means to ready to do at that particular situation, capable, having that much capacity to do something, competent means having that strength to complete particular word. These are the same meaning that we can find in this particular context. You can use able and able, instead of unable we can use a capable, instead of capable we can use a competent. The sky was full of sparkling, shining, glittering star. We can use sparkling instead of shining. Instead of shining we can use glittering. These are the same meaning. In the same sense we can use the sparkling as a synonyms for the shining, as a synonyms for the glittering. Nina's boss knows that she is an industrious, hard-working, diligent worker. Here is also the context is same. We are describing the Nina's capacity to work, see the quality of her work. That's why industrious means hardworking, hardworking means the diligent. In this context we can use both. Instead of industrious we can use hardworking, instead of hardworking we can use diligent. These are the same senses, they are the same meaning we can use. The bridge connects, joins, links an old and new part of the city. These are they have the same meaning in this particular context. The bridge connects, we can use join instead of connects, we can use link instead of connects. These are the same words that have the same meanings. We have the huge mango tree at the back rear of the house. The rear means the back and back means the rear. So these are the same meaning. We can use this particular context. So in nutshell we can say, if we want to make our speech or writing very interesting to reader or to writers, readers or listeners, that's why we have the much more synonyms of that particular words. While if we repeatedly use the same words, same words, the people get bored while listening speech or while writing your while reading your writings. That's why we must have the basic knowledge, we can say, as possible as the knowledge about the synonyms of the various words. However, okay, remaining part will be discussed in next videos. Thank you.